What's up guys, 190 Wii. I figured I would just give you guys periodic updates in terms of what's going on as opposed to tutorials on how to fix things, because if you're doing this, you already know enough about cars. You don't need me telling you stupid little things like other people on YouTube will. So I guess I'll give you a status report so far. What I ended up doing was getting a lot of pieces powder coated. The idea is still have a stock motor, the 2.316 valve. No, I'm not gonna do the internals. What's the point? It's a mechanical fuel injection, it's limited. I'm just wasting my time and money doing that. I'm still waiting for the second batch of items to come back after they got powder coated. Pretty much divided it up. Exhaust side, first batch, intake manifold, second batch, all little cursory items on the front as well. So pretty much where I am right now. I just pulled the alternator off. It's sitting right here. Obviously the bracket's powder coated, the back panel, all this stuff is all cleaned up nice and new. And then I went through and I started replacing everything I have with stainless nuts and bolts. So you can see it on the exhaust. This is ceramic coated, burnt bronze. Went through, changed pretty much all of these little nuts and bolts all the way on this exhaust manifold side throughout. Sprayed up the side of the block, obviously to clean it up, new dipstick. Even all the bolts on the side of the front bracket, those are all changed to stainless as well, which brought me around to the front. So on this front side, what have I been doing? Obviously I pulled everything off, but I had these brackets and pulleys powder coated and ceramic coated. So these are powder coated, these are ceramic coated, powder coated, powder coated. You can tell, changed it to stainless as well. Gonna put the tensioner back on when I get the rest of the pieces back. I wanted to get that also powder coated as well. Intake manifold I gotta wait on. That's a whole nother process with the KE injection. Today I pulled off the water pump so I can get that also cleaned up. Waiting on the gasket, waiting on the coolant reservoir for the sensor housing. Obviously alternator would go back on, but it's pretty much where we are. It's a lot of work. I'm also waiting for the SLS delete to come back from powder coating so I can finalize the valve cover and stick it back on top. But eventually I should get this coated. I should get the oil pan coated and put everything back together again in a decent manner. So that's pretty much the status on where we are with the Evo stuff. Right now it seems to be just the motor, even though I did like the starter. Pretty much everything on the outside is brand spanking new. My new used motor, I guess you can say. And then the plan is to start diving into here and moving things around to make it like the authentic DTM, the Evo 1 that is. Met with a couple guys this weekend who also have 190s, various specs, whether it has C63 motor in it or whether it's just a stock 2.316. Just to see how everybody's doing progress on their own little projects. I feel like I'm keeping it true to the era. It's kind of expensive and a lot of people give me crap for it because you're spending a ton of money for 0 horsepower, but you're never going to be the fastest, you're never going to be the coolest, you're never going to be the smartest. So it's good to just do what you enjoy. Quality for me is number one. So I'm taking my time with this and I'll try to give you guys periodic updates. So see you guys then.